Welcome to the Legends Tour highlights show from the beautiful Royal Aberdeen Golf Club here in Scotland. Did I say Scotland? Or did I say Scotland? Here's what's coming up in the next 60 minutes. This week's host, Paul Lawrie, gives me a masterclass with the putter.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but no, take two.
Barry Lane and Marcus Breyer reveal all in tales from the tour.
The problem was we didn't get the paint off the fingernails.
We've got all the highlights from the latest star-studded celebrity series event.
Give an extra crowd and the possibility of a camera will drain those all day. All day.
And of course, we'll have the best of the action from the Scottish Senior Open. The last time we saw you was in Donegal for the Irish Legends, which saw Legends Tour rookie Thomas Bjorn beat Philip Price in a nail-biting playoff. Since then, the players have travelled to France for the Legends Open de France, which was hosted by Jean van der Velde and won by compatriot Thomas Lavey. That win for the popular Frenchman means the order of merit looked like this as the players arrived in Scotland, ready to battle it out on this sensational course. Now, it's fair to say that when it comes to breathtaking places to play golf, this week's venue, the Royal Aberdeen Golf Club, is right up there with the very best locations we visit on the Legends Tour. And whether you're a golfer or not, the local area of Aberdeenshire has plenty to see and lots to do.
I'm Chris Foyne, I'm the Chief Executive at Visit Aberdeenshire, and we promote this beautiful part of the world. Well, you can see how spectacular it is on a day like today. Absolutely glorious beaches, glorious dunes, and the countryside around here goes on and on and on. This is just one part of 165 miles of coastline around the northeast of Scotland. And what makes it special? Everything from the mountains all the way down to the sea, and a city here at the estuary, one of the most architecturally distinctive cities in Europe, and we're proud to call it home. Absolutely incredibly proud to have the event here.
It's undoubtedly and renowned as one of the top links courses in the world. It's a splendid layout, stunning scenery, beautiful topography cut naturally out of the dunes, and it's in tip-top condition at all times. The club was formed in 1780, then becoming the 6th oldest golf club in the world. Napoleon Bonaparte was only 11 years old at the time. The course, from start to finish, is notable, I would say. A lot of observers will rave about the outward nine. It follows the coast northwards, cut between the dunes, and rightly so. It's absolutely stunning. Some holes look easy, and you think, well, I'm going to birdie this one because I know where my drive's going to go. But it doesn't always work out like that. And if you're in slightly the wrong position, you've got to manage what you're going to do next. It's not a course that you attack. It's a course that you have to think your way around because there's trouble lurking. We've also got, in the county, more castles than any other shire in the country.
We've got fantastic distilleries, the secret malts.
No one should come to Aberdeenshire without visiting a distillery.
Well, the best endorsement for holidaying in this part of the world is the fact that the Queen has been choosing Aberdeenshire as her holiday home for many, many years, and that's a tradition that goes all the way back to Victoria and Albert in the 19th century. Queen Victoria referred to Balmoral and Aberdeenshire as her dear paradise in the Highlands, and I think that sentiment is as true today as it was 150 years ago. It's time to come and explore this place.
I would say that if you haven't played Royal Aberdeen, you've missed out on a great golfing experience.
This is a great buzz to have around this part of the world at the moment.
Great course.
Time now for the best of the action from this week's Celebrity Series event, which, as always, was contested by stars of sport, stage and screen. On offer for the winner, the last spot in the season-ending finale in Mauritius. And it's fair to say that everyone was very keen to secure themselves a place on the plane. The Celebrity Series was the ideal way to kick off the week of the Scottish Senior Open, as a whole host of famous faces and lucky amateurs joined the pros here in Aberdeen.
I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't played the course before. I've been told it's sensational. So Mauritius, here we come.
Next on the tee, Georgie Bingham. I've got the current captain and the former captain and Mark James. Where can it all go wrong, eh?
Notable names battling it out included Scotland rugby legends Gregor Townsend and Gavin Hastings, former boxing champ Carl Froch and actor Alistair Petrie.
Royal Aberdeen is one of these, it's not a hidden gem because people know about it, but it's just a classic links course. Lots of dunes, lots of nooks and crannies, and the greens are just magnificent. So stay out the bunkers, that's my advice to everyone, you know.
So I'll play off 10.6 and I'm really looking forward to playing today.
That front nine is one of the best front nines in the world. The conditions are excellent, so yeah, privileged to be playing.
I'm very happy with my golf at the moment.
Golf is so easy.
Golf was easy. I mean, if you toss up, what, 2 holes in one. Actually, I had 2 very long putts, and it's, of course, hilarious that an actor does it on the 18th. Give an actor a crowd, and the possibility of a camera will drain those all day. All day.
After a fantastic day of golf, there was just one name at the top of the leaderboard. That victory for Gavin Hastings means he joins Chris Hollins and Jim Gavin as winners of the Celebrity Series events. The 3 of them will be joined in Mauritius by 7 other qualifiers, all of whom will be competing for a share of £100,000 for their chosen charities. That's all for part 1. After the break, Barry Lane and Marcus Breyer reveal all in Tales from the Tour. And this week's host, Paul Lawrie, gives me a masterclass that's not to be missed. Welcome back to the Legends Tour highlight show from the breathtaking Royal Aberdeen Golf Club here in Scotland. Before we get to the best of the action from the Scottish Senior Open, here's what happened when this week's host, Paul Lawrie, gave me a masterclass with the flat stick. Our host for this week is Paul Lawrie, none other. Thank you for having us.
Morning.
What an amazing place and what a fantastic course.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I was lucky enough to play quite a lot here, obviously, when I was young, a little bit, and it's great to bring everyone here to showcase what we've got. Course is in great condition. I think it's the best I've ever seen it, so I think everyone's going to enjoy it.
Do you relish your hosting duties?
Well, I'm finding out about my hosting duties as we go. No, I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it. It was nice to stand on the first tee yesterday and just kind of see everyone off. And I saw some really good shots and some not so good shots. But that's, you know, that's what golf is, isn't it?
I love the fact you're putting them under pressure on the first tee, watching them play.
We got a wee picture with every group, and I watched everyone hit tee off. So, you know, that was nice. It was 4.5 hours, so I enjoyed doing that.
One of the things I love about the Legends Tour is we get to know the legends a little bit better.
Yeah.
So tell me about your golf journey from a young age. Like, did you know it was your thing?
No, I played a lot of football when I was young. I didn't play a lot of golf. I actually turned pro when I was 17 years of age, and I played off 5 handicap. So I wasn't very good when I was young at all. I played a lot of football. I was a decent footballer. And then I quickly realised that I wasn't going to be Willie Miller, who is the all-time Aberdeen legend, of course. And I decided I would have to try another sport. So I took up the golf clubs and kind of got pretty good pretty quick, but continued with the football, so I didn't play much tournaments, and then turned pro at the first chance I got when my handicap got to the right level to join the PGA.
What's the key to winning here this week?
Well, Royal Aberdeen is no different to any other links course that you play anywhere in the world. You must stay out the fairway bunkers. All the bunkers here are the same as any other links course. If you go in there, you have to hit a great third shot to make a par. So, you know, don't put that stress on yourself. So I stay short of a lot of the bunkers or try and, you know, go past them if I can. The first hole is the prime example. I saw a lot of guys yesterday all hitting sort of driver off of there, which takes in all of those bunkers. And if you go in any of the 3 bunkers, you can't get on the green down the first. So I always try and lay up short of even the first one. It means I'm going in with a long shot, but it means I've got a shot to the green, so.
Noted. 5 iron for me off the tee today.
Yeah, that's what I normally hit, 5
All
or
right.
4 iron.
Oh, well, if you hit a 5 iron, then I should be hitting probably a driver. OK, this is the first time I spent time in just Aberdeen. It's a really wonderful place to come.
Yeah, it's a lovely city. Obviously, I've been lucky that obviously I've born here and grown up here my whole life. We've never, ever thought about moving out or making it easier to go to London. This is where we're from. This is where we live. All our friends are here. Can't wait to get home, which is a good sign, you know, when you're playing in a tournament. So, no, we love it.
OK, well, the course looks amazing. We're all ready to go. Paul, very kindly, is going to give us a putting masterclass before we start today. A putting masterclass it is, and we've been joined by actor Alistair Petrie. Ready to go?
Very much so. Obviously, a lot of tips, a lot of ideas for all you pros out there.
Right. Paul's going to teach us, headmaster. We're going to learn. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right.
Ready, Paul?
Ready.
It's about, we've picked a line about 9 feet, we think.
Well, that length, you're not going to hold that many, to be honest. You're going to hold more than you miss, I would say. But no, it's a fair length. It's not something you walk in and just tap in.
What's the most common putting error amateurs make? Let's start with that, shall we?
Well, I think the most common error, pace, speed of putts. The first thing that we do when we get to a tournament is you work out the speed of the greens. It's the most important thing for any guy who makes a living playing golf. So best way to do that is one ball and just putt to different holes on the putting green. You'll soon realise if you hit them too hard or too soft, you've got to get your pace a little better. So one ball and just move about is always the way that I like to do it.
The first thing that we do when we get to any tournament is go to the bar. So that's probably why we're not doing so well.
I've been doing that a little bit more lately. It's quite good. Quite enjoy it.
Welcome to Legends Tour. Right, so I'm going to make Alistair do the putting. So if you would like to instruct Mr. Petrie as to how...
Well, we've had a 5-minute conversation about the right elbow, so I just can't wait to see what the difference that makes.
Which he's working on too, readers. OK, here we go.
OK. Let me see you just hit one and then
more
we'll go from
intimidating
there.
than winning an Oscar. I haven't won an Oscar, but it is. OK.
You know what you're doing?
Pretty much.
OK, good lad. Let's see it.
So ball in hole.
Yes,
ball
please.
in hole.
How hard can it be? Feel. I was in Star Wars. I'm going to feel the force. OK, here we go.
Be the ball.
Feel the ball. Be the ball.
Be the ball.
Right elbow. Feel the force.
Here we go. Now, easy.
Next. Driving. Let's go.
I don't think we need to do any more than that. You're winning a trip to Mauritius today with your putter.
Did that...
And your right elbow.
Yeah.
And Paul, good luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Play well, thank you. Time now to talk to two of the most popular players on tour. I'm joined by Barry Lane and Marcus Breer. Gentlemen, thank you for taking the time out. Now, let's just talk, shall we, about your time on tour, because you guys, if you don't mind me saying, have been around a bit, a while. I'm going to ask you if you both mind giving us a few tells from the tour. And what you can do is pick a number between 1 and 6, and I'll ask you the question, and then we'll go from there. Is that all right?
Perfect.
OK. Barry, pick a number.
Number 2.
OK. An anecdote on a great player of the game or a legend on tour, please.
Seve. I think it is Seve because, you know, he was a legend and I absolutely loved playing with him. We played in Switzerland and the Swiss Masters. It's a very famous last hole he played. He hit it right of the fairway up against the swimming pool wall. There's fir trees in the way and Billy Foster's caddying for him and Seve's, you know, he's gone and done the yardage. You know, Billy says, chip it out, you've got 100 metres to the flag. No, he says, I think I can go through the tree. You know, Billy said, well, if you're going to go through, you'd have to move your head out of the way because it's going to go so quickly. He said the hole was nearly above his head and he only carried a 54-degree wedge as well. He didn't carry a 60. So he just gave him the bag and he played this unbelievable shot from behind this wall through this gap and these fir trees and came up just short of the green by the bunker. And then he chipped it in for a 3. I hear this enormous roar as I'm walking to the 17th green. See the scoreboard click over. Seve's now tied with me. So I hold a putt from about 25 foot and 17 for 3, and I managed to par the last hole to win by a shot. Nobody ever remembers that I won that tournament. It's all about Seve, which is fantastic. It's not a problem. So we're sitting at the prize giving, and Jimenez finished second as well. So I'm in the middle, and Seve's on the left, and Jimenez is on the right. And he goes, taps me on the leg, says, Barry, he says, you're so lucky. I said, what do you mean lucky? He says, oh, he says, you hold a long putt on number 17, he says. And I said, me? I said, what about you? Behind the swimming pool, over short of the green, chip it in for 3. Oh, it's no problem for me. I mean, absolutely deadpanned. It was if nothing, it was just a normal thing for him. Absolutely unbelievable. He was an amazing fella, an amazing golfer, and I've been so privileged to be able to play with him.
What number would you like, Marcus?
Go for number 4 then.
Tell us a story from before you were on tour.
Okay, before, so from amateur days. It wasn't really legal, but we played the junior championship in Austria. And during the practice round, They put some OB sticks on the right of the 18th fairway.
Yeah.
And we normally try to cut the corner, and to make that impossible, they put these white stakes. So we were all a bit not so happy. So at night, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, we went out to the golf course, got some blue paint out, and some sprayers, and painted all the white stakes in blue. Yeah? Day before the tournament, we thought we are brilliant because they can't change it once the first game started. Yeah, but they found out. So they saw it, so they changed the stakes, and obviously they were looking for the guys who did it. The problem was we didn't get the paint off the fingernails. And when we came in the morning and 3 of us had this blue paint on the fingernails, they immediately knew who it was. We didn't get DQ'd. We still were able to play. We got a warning. So I got away with it.
Very good. I like that one. Gentlemen, great tales. Thank you both very much. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get down to business. Once again, the Alliance Series event was running alongside the Legends competition throughout Friday, Saturday and Sunday, which gave the amateurs that were playing the chance for proper tournament golf alongside the pros. Here's the best of the action from this unique golfing experience, which is growing in popularity week on week.
Yes, Georgie, another chance for the amateur players to get an up-close and personal experience of top-flight tournament golf on the Legends Tour. What a thrill. What a test, though, Anthony Wall, here at Royal Aberdeen.
Yeah, it's a brilliant layout. Undulating fairways, there's some heather, some gorse out there. It's hosted several high-profile events. It really is a gem nestled in the dunes.
This is Scotland's Nicholas McAndrew, a more than decent golfer. A beautiful roll from him at the 5th. In fact, wherever you look, there was some more than decent golf from the amateurs playing alongside 2 pros in 3 balls in draw order. Let's go to another Scot, Gary Ross.
It's tough. The wind's up and there's a wee bit of crowd here as well, but it's enjoyable. I'm just enjoying this too much to worry about the golf, to be honest with you. It's fantastic.
To Martin Kessler from Switzerland, thrilled to be here, and just watch this.
I've wanted to play in Aberdeen for about 20 years. I have a caddy with my name on the back. This is the first time I've had that in my life. And I've been playing amateur golf for 61 years.
From a Swiss to an Aussie.
From an amateur golf perspective, it's just the best thing you can do. Like, there's no other sport that we can sit alongside, play alongside the pros, sort of same tee, same course, same everything, but given our handicap, we're not interrupting their game, we're playing our game, but we're watching the way they go about it. It just is the best thing for amateur golf.
Paul fell just a point shy of the winning Stableford total, as did Stephen Jameson, 38 points on the final day for him. And it was a Scottish 1-2 with Grant Joss finishing on top. He's the club champion here at Royal Aberdeen, and Anthony looks like a classy golfer.
Yeah, scratch play, 103 points. It's a blinding week. He's played well. He's bound to be nervous. It's never easy playing in front of such great players. And well done to Grant.
Yes, he held his nerve under the gun, and after 3 days of intense competition, he wins it by a single point over Jameson and Willis. Leith there in 4th place. It is Joss, the Alliance champion.
The first tee, I was really nervous, could feel my legs shaking a little bit. And then I was nervous coming up the last, but the pros were brilliant. They chatted all the way around and just felt really comfortable as well, so that was good.
Playing in the Alliance Series event is something those amateurs will never forget. You can visit our website now if you want to find out more on how you can take part too. It's now time for the best of the action from the main event. Here are the highlights from the first 2 days of the Scottish Senior Open.
Tournament host Paul Lawrie, joined by the stars of the Legends Tour at the very highly regarded Royal Aberdeen Golf Club away on the east coast of Scotland. They have come from all parts of the world to compete. And this is our smooth swinging host, the defending champion, having won the Scottish Senior Open at Craigielaw back in 2019, the last time it was played. 68-72 for Lawrie over the first 2 days. 3 behind and in contention. I think he rather enjoyed that one. Ian Woosnam, a Masters champion and former world #1, looking for his first top 10 of the season. He'll need a low final round, though, to achieve that. The Welshman at 3 over through 36 holes.
Mark James, tee shot at 17. Two-time winner on the Legends Tour. Won all round the world. Bit of a legend himself, quite frankly. Oh, magnificent.
Like Ian Woosnam, a Ryder Cup captain, let's go to Marcus Breer. We heard from him earlier in the show. Hopefully no paint on the hands out there today. Just outside the top 10 last week in France, but a bogey-free 65 on day one, getting him right into the mix for a first Legends Tour win. Here is last week's winner, Thomas Lawrie, a man you know well, Anthony.
Yeah, good player, very good iron player actually. Hits it quite low, left to righter. Cuts the eyes off it every now and then as well. He's quite a streaky player.
Well, he's played Ryder Cup, and so has this man, Peter Baker, just one off the lead with a round to go. Nicely done, and Baker hunting a second Legends Tour win. To Gary Orr.
Yeah, nasty little shot on the upslope, but always had a great short game. Played with him many times over the years, and just a wonderful, wonderful ball striker.
Won the Scottish Senior Open in 2018, and he is just one behind our leader, alongside Baker and Argentina's Ricardo Gonzalez, who arrives here on the back of a top 10 in both Ireland and France, so in his last two starts. Four-time European Tour winner Gonzalez. The man out in front is David Morland, a runner-up behind Thomas Lawrie last week, striking it sweetly again. Look at that one. 68-69 for the Canadian over the first couple of days, and he'll take a one-shot lead into the final round, hoping to go one better than last week and secure a first Legends Tour victory. Let's confirm the standings on the leaderboard. Host Paul Lawrie there. He's got work to do, 3 behind. Pretty tight at the top though, isn't it? Let's hear from the leader, Morland.
I'm going to have to go low. We got a lot of good players crawling up behind me, so just go out, play 18 holes, shoot as low as I can, and add them up when I get done.
After the break, we'll have all the action from the third and final day of the Scottish Senior Open. See you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Legends Tour highlights show from the stunning Royal Aberdeen Golf Club in Scotland. Time now for the best of the action from a gripping final day at the Scottish Senior Open.
We're in links heaven this week on the Legends Tour at Royal Aberdeen. Yesterday's bad weather is behind us, and we're all set to go with the final round of this year's Scottish Senior Open, hosted by that man, Paul Lawrie. A chance for the crowds to savour some of these legends in action. Marcus Breer looking for a maiden Legends Tour victory. Playing with Thomas Lawrie, last week's winner, trying to go back-to-back. Scotland's Gary Orr looking for his second Scottish senior title. And our leader, David Morland from Canada. Should be a good day, Anthony.
Yeah, it really will be. It can just look reasonably benign. The scoring should be pretty low.
Here is our host, Paul Lawrie, at the third.
Elevated tee, never easy. Yellow golf ball. You're seeing that more and more nowadays.
Time to hear from the tournament host with Georgie.
How hard is it, Paul, to host a tournament, defend the title and play in one of the final groups?
Well, considering I'm 3 behind, it's probably quite difficult, but no, it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. It's been great to have everyone here. We've not had that many, big tournaments in Aberdeen, which is surprising.
This is DJ Russell, also at the third, another Scot in the top 10. Through the grey skies, bang on line. Look at this one. Sweet strike, setting up a birdie putt for DJ.
Nervy times for our overnight leader. Just lacked a bit of pace. Never really striking the back of the cup, was it?
And that is far from an ideal start for David Morland. Bogey at the first. He did travel from France last week over to the US, trying to get a Champions Tour card, then back to Scotland as we go to Marcus Breer at the third. Birdie putt.
Yeah, wonderful putter. We'll keep him at 5 under. No dramas there.
Yeah, he eagled the second hole, but a par there at 3 for him. And meanwhile to Gary Orr.
Yeah, talking of good putters, high hand, always was a great putter, and it's something that's never left him. Slightly longer putter now by the looks of it, but well, it's like riding a bike.
And that takes him to 5 under par. Quickly to LeVay, his second to number 5.
A lot of elevation changes, never easy, but beautifully judged underneath the hole. You might smile.
Smiling even more when he popped that one in. LeVay tied for the lead with Marcus Breer. They are both at 6 under. Gary Orr is 1 back. Bossert on the charge. He's just birdied 5 and 6. David Moreland, I'm afraid, horrid start. +3 through 4 as we go out to the par 4 fifth, Anthony.
Yeah, beautiful hole. You can see well bunkered. You need to find the fairway, very undulating. You do well not to find a divot. Everything seems to collect down the right-hand side. Now watch this for a motion. Aiming a little bit down the left, possibly Gary Orr. Just trying to fight the breeze somewhat. Seems pretty happy with it. Cool. It's just all about finding the short stuff, trying to give yourself some control with the second. A short pitch from there.
From number 5, let's go up to the par 3 8th, 147 yards, and here is co-leader LeVay.
You see the pin in the middle of the green, so really on the left-hand side of the tee, maybe just trying to slide one across a little bit. Normally quite a neutral ball flight, Thomas, Texas. And there you go, how about that? Perfectly judged.
Breer next up.
With 10 or 11 downhill looking at it, they're only really hitting wedge, maybe a soft 9. He was much more of a drawer in his day. But I have to say, both swings look better than ever. Oh, unbelievable, really. Great touch.
He does look like a winner in waiting, doesn't he? Marcus Breer. That man won last week, completing the French double, French Open and the French Senior Open. Here's Orr, second shot into 5.
He's managed to miss a few divots. Looking pretty clean there. Just a gap wedge. Partially sighted, really only see the top of the pin. So it's all about judgment, all about using your numbers to your advantage. And spot on.
Are we going to get a Scottish winner on home soil? Up to 8 chances here for Breer, and first of all LeVay.
Yeah, it's these sort of distances on a final round that can just cause a few issues. Very good under pressure, both of these guys. Nicely in dead weighted in the right-hand door. Looks pretty calm, doesn't he? Nothing to prove, just enjoying himself out there.
Yeah, he did say the putting can get a bit streaky, but he's on a fine run with that at the moment, so that takes him ahead. Back over to 5 and Orr for the birdie.
Much easier putt. Long putters, it's quite heavy, so it doesn't need quite such a smash. And again, another dead weighter in the right edge. Calmly done. Always wore a waterproof jacket, Gary Orr, in all conditions.
Fine player. Winner on the European Tour, winner on the Senior Tour. Breer to move back alongside Thomas LeVay.
I think we just about gave him that one. He could roll the egg for fun. Still can. All these guys, they all can still putt really, really nicely.
Yeah, good grouping for those two, isn't it? They're pulling each other along quite nicely out there. LeVay and Breer at 7 under, 1 ahead of Andre Bossert. Another birdie for him, this time at the 10th. And this is Peter Baker.
Just a beautiful little chippy draw in there. Always shaping the ball, Peter Baker. Old school.
About to move to 3 under par, trying to stay in touch to Orr at the 7th. He parred the 6th. And take a look at this one, bang on line. Beautiful shot, close to an eagle. He holed that to get to 7 under.
Gary, I've struggled to keep up with the scores today. You're having a fantastic day so far.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the way it's going. Made a few birdies and yeah, it's a lot of good scores as well by the looks of the leaderboard, so just trying to hang in there.
He's hanging tough as well at the moment. There he is alongside LeVay and Marcus Breer at the top. Andre Bossert continues to go well. The Swiss just 1 back.
Low hand, Gary Orr. Quite a short, flicky swing. He certainly knows where the ball is. never change. Just such a compact, simple golf swing. Gives nothing away. Beautiful.
So he's got that to move ahead of Breer and LeVay. Let's go to them at the 10th. Breer's second.
Just drops down a fraction, the par 4 10th. And you can see the wind turbines in the distance. Gives the players a real idea of the wind direction. And they're holding this week, the greens. They're getting a little bit of spin, which is unusual for links golf. But what a surface. Not a mark on them.
Yeah, they did have a bit of rainfall yesterday, which interrupted play a couple of times. LeVay from just the light rough.
Yeah, difficult shot though. He's got a little bit of green to play with. He's probably trying to pitch this on the upslope, because it will definitely release coming out of that semi-rough. Yeah, be pretty happy with that level putt coming back.
Now, we told you about the run that Andre Bossart has been on, the Swiss player. Well, 6 under as he plays the par 4 15th. His second shot. He's a winner on the Challenge Tour, the European Tour and the Legends Tour.
He's in a nice position, Dom. He's just 4 or 5 holes ahead of the leaders as well. And that can make quite a difference. He can post a score, maybe a couple of extra birdies somewhere in there.
Right, back over to 10 and LeVay to get to 8 under.
Just a gentle left to righter. Couldn't see the hole. You could see the ball marker there, and I have to say, I think the line was more the marker than where he aimed that, LeVay.
He's popped that a little way past as well, hasn't he? So work to do for his par there, LeVay.
Interesting view from behind. And that never really looked like it was going in the left side, was it?
Missed opportunity for Breer as well. How important is that going to be to Bossart to convert at 15?
And really trying to keep the run going. He's full of confidence. And there you see the line on the ball. Never really left the right half of the hole. And that could be a big putt.
7 under par today, Andre Bossart. He moves to 8 under. 1 ahead at the moment. But Gary Orr to catch him.
15 feet. Not a huge amount of break. They are links greens after all. It's tracking beautifully. Never missing.
And it means there is a change at the top because Orr joins Bossart at 8 under par. They're tied for the lead, one behind them, Breer and Thomas LeVay. Last week's winner, they both parred the 10th. Let's hear from LeVay. What does he think will get the job done today?
There'll be a lot of more birdies, I think, coming in, so we need to get at least to 10, 11 under maybe to win, something like that. I would say that's my goal.
After the break, we'll have all the drama and excitement from the final few holes of the Scottish Senior Open. It's not to be missed. Welcome back to the Legends Tour Highlight Show, where it's time for the action from the final few holes of the Scottish Senior Open.
What a better stage for the final round of the Scottish Senior Open than this. Royal Aberdeen, it's all hotting up nicely. And among those in contention, Switzerland's Andre Bossart, this for birdie at 18. Well, it's not going to be the bird, but should be a closing par. And that will secure Andre a round of 64. Low round of the day, bogey-free as well. And he sets the target out there at 8 under par. Will it be enough for a second Legends Tour win? To Paul Lawrie, the tournament host, birdie putt at 17. Close but no cigar. Par finish in the end. So he's in at 6 under par after a Sunday 67. Not quite for the man who won this title 2 years ago at Craigie Law. Peter Baker with a birdie chance at 17 to get to 7 under. And who knows, maybe a birdie at the last for him. And he could stand a chance of a playoff. We shall see. In the meantime, to Marcus Breer at 16. That's a birdie for the Austrian, and he moves it to 9 under par.
Marcus, the birdies are flying in today. I can hardly keep up.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's really playing well, and me too, fortunately. And yeah, right in there, which is good. But yeah, try to make a few birdies down the last.
So Breer at the top alongside his playing partner Thomas Lavey. Sadly, no birdie for Breer at 17. Lavey and he are one ahead of Andre Bossart in the clubhouse at 8 under par. Gary Orr certainly not out of it yet. Here he is at 17.
Yeah, they're starting to stack up the top of the leaderboard. Going to need a couple of birdies to finish, I feel, Gary Orr. Good par 3, the 17th, pretty strong. He's done well, like Paul Lawrie, got it all the way back there. And that's a chance. Wind's still a factor.
As you say, probably needs that and then a birdie at 18. We shall see if that is good enough. Thomas Lavey, I can tell you, has already played his approach shot into the 18th. He's got a birdie putt. Breer next to go.
Yeah, it doesn't look easy. Ball below your feet. Pin all the way back. Back third of the green. It's quite a big divot. And a tough second shot to get all the way back there. It's so easy to lay back. And that's going to test even someone of Marcus Breer's level.
Advantage Thomas Lavey there at the 18th. Let's drop back to 17. Must make for Orr.
Hands ahead of the ball. On that left side, he never breaks down. Look at that wallop.
Hello. Well, that is gutsy stuff, isn't it, from the Scot? So that gets him to 8 under par, 1 behind. Well, he's keeping it exciting out there as we head up to 18. And Breer first away with the birdie putt.
Yeah, you talk about guts, Dom. This is the time of the day where you need to really show up. Hours and hours of practicing. Good 40 feet up and over the slope. It's all about getting the line right. It's going to chase all the way down to the hole. And that is magnificent under that sort of pressure. He knows he has to two-putt to give himself a chance.
He's played every tournament so far this season on the Legends Tour. He is looking for that first win. Will it come today? Or will it be Thomas Lavey? Will it be Gary Orr? We're going to find out over the next few minutes. So Breer taps in, an eagle, 4 birdies and no drop shots in a closing 65. He's in at 9 under, 1 ahead of Bossart. But Lavey has a putt in all likelihood for the title. To go back-to-back. Last week, the Senior French Open.
Surprising, uphill. I'm amazed he didn't give that one a real proper go.
So he gets in at 9 under, and he matches Breer's closing 65, also bogey-free, and they'll have to sit and wait to see whether they can be caught or even passed by Gary Orr, all with a birdie to get it into a 3-way playoff. In the meantime, Peter Baker finishing up at 18. 68 for the Englishman. That's enough to secure him 5th place and a 3rd top 6 in a row on the Legends Tour for the Englishman. In the meantime, the news on Gary Orr. He is through the 18th green in 2, and he needs to hole this putt to make the playoff.
Going through the fringe, up and over the slope.
Not an easy putt, and I'm afraid not quite good enough this week for a 2nd Scottish Senior Open title for Gary Orr. Fine effort. That's for a closing 67. Just the 1 drop shot out there today, and good enough for a share of 3rd place with Andre Bossart. Just the 1 shot shy of what's required to make a playoff here. It is Lavey and Breer who are going to duel it out in the playoff. There's Orr alongside Bossart, the tournament host. Paul Lawrie there in 6th place as we head out to the 18th tee. And our 2 playoff contenders.
And I think you're hoping to go first in the playoff. It's a beautiful, beautiful finish. Actually the second hardest hole on the golf course. Bunkers are plenty. It's all about the tee shot. Can you give yourself the opportunity for a 3?
Yeah, not many birdies on this hole so far today. Here is Lawrie. First up.
Quite a welcoming tee shot. A couple of bunkers down the left and the solo one down the right. So anything really right half.
Now, does he like that? He started it out right, trying to swing it back, I think, and he has done.
Yeah, he's missed it on the right side. It's cambered around on the upslope as well, so that's pretty good there.
And misses the divot. So, over to you, Marcus Breer.
Not now. Oh, good buggy.
Whoa, what a stroke of luck for the Austrian.
Yeah, clearly just caught it out the toe of the club and it just went straight left. He'll be thanking that wheel of that buggy.
Well, as a result, let's go up. Here's his second.
A real difficult shot. Pins on the left, balls below your feet. Everything's really against him. Got half a decent lie. The grain's sort of going with him, so he can get a strike on it. Then he get it up on top. He won't be too unhappy with that, considering the tee shot. But as we know, that's not easy.
Lawrie in the fairway. Good angle.
Yeah, just about as good as you can get. Quite straight-legged. She's swinging the club really nicely. He's confident. Just pops it forward. It's quite a low ball flight. Trying to chase one up, I would imagine. Oh, doesn't get over the slope. It's all to play for, Dom.
Well, well, well. Not sure it's nerves, because he did win last week, so I'll be brimming with confidence. Maybe just running out of a bit of steam.
Oh, I don't know. I think his nerves. They want to win the playoff.
Even for someone with his experience.
Tricky one. He's chipping this. We saw him 2-putt from the front in regulation. You can see the slope down the left-hand side. Will he hit it far enough? He's got the pace, but that's just going to keep on rolling, isn't it? He'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, he's probably left himself with 8-10 feet or so for the par. Let's see what Lawrie can do from here.
Yeah, he's in the back of the bunker, slightly on the downslope. It will actually help him, because I think he's going to have to try and get this one to release. They do say the bunker play is the hardest shot under pressure. And that's nice. Plenty left on both of those putts.
And it's going to come down to who wields the putter the best. And Lawrie's already had a chance to win it in regulation. Breer looking for that first Legends Tour victory. Lawrie to go back-to-back. The Austrian first for par.
Yeah, I think a bit of push, maybe a slight misread. Obviously guarding it going left. And that's a bad bogey.
And just 7 days after he won the French Senior Open, an opportunity for the Frenchman Thomas Lawrie to win the Scottish Senior Open as well. And he's got it at the second time of asking, and it is back-to-back wins on the Legends Tour for the Frenchman Thomas Lawrie. A special day for him, and quite a special day for his caddy too. It's his birthday.
That's his birthday today. That's his birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marcel. Marcel. Happy birthday to you.
And he's going to get a nice birthday present as well, isn't he? With a handsome cheque from the boss. As Lawrie secures the Scottish Senior Open title, hosted by Paul Lawrie at the first extra hole.
And the 2021
winner of the Scottish Senior Open, Thomas Lawrie of France.
Step forward, Lawrie, and receive the trophy from the tournament host and the man who won this title last time out, Paul Lawrie.
2 in a row for you.
Yeah, 2 in a row. That's a first for me. I never done that before. Yeah, 2 in a row. 2 doubles as well, because I got the double of the French and double of the Scottish Open on the normal tour and the senior tour. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice feeling.
Lawrie up to 4th in the Legends Tour Order of Merit. An historic week for the Frenchman, who's done the double-double of French and Scottish titles for the 2nd straight week. He's a champion on the Legends Tour.
That's the end of the show, I'm afraid, from all of us here in Aberdeen. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.